What's impossible, but they forgot. This world keeps spinning, and with each new day I can feel a change in everything. And as the surface breaks, reflections fade, but in some ways they remain the same. And as my mind begins to spread its wings, there's no stopping curiosity.
My name is Michael. It is my privilege to be here with all of you this evening. At this time, we'd like to introduce some very important people. Please help me welcome parents of the bride, Robert and Vondell Natoski. And next up we have family of the groom, beginning with mother of the groom, Linda Hill, and uncle of the groom, Kirk Hill. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for our bridesmaids and groomsmen, please help me welcome Annie Hahn, escorted by Ryan Greenwald. And next up we have Jocelyn Johnston, escorted by Mike Mazzola. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause for our man of honor and best man. Please help me welcome Bradley Kurdick, escorted by best man Nick Zevley. And now, ladies and gentlemen, if you could all please rise and help me make some noise for our newlyweds. Please help me welcome Kristin and Sean Zevley. Ladies and gentlemen, you may all be seated. In life, there are many firsts. The first date, the first kiss, and now your first dance as husband and wife.
Baby, it's been a long day, baby. Things ain't been going my way, you know I need you here. Clear my mind all the time. And baby, the way you move me, it's crazy. Like you see right through me and make it easier. Believe me, you don't even have to try. Oh, because you are the best thing. You are the best thing. You are the best thing ever happened to me. Baby, come a long way, baby. You know I hope and I pray that you believe me when I say this love will never fade away. Oh,
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give them a round of applause.
Okay, be prepared. I haven't talked in front of a large group probably since I retired, and I'm a little nervous. So I thought about the old trick, and they said, picture your audience naked. Well, I thought better than that, so I'm still nervous. I've had problems with my speech and whatever. I had a nice printed copy, but it's back down to the handwriting. So here we go. Bear with me. Okay, I'd like to welcome everyone and thank you for being here to share in this wonderful day. We are so glad that family, old friends, and the new friends that we've made were able to come and share in Kristin's special day. I wanted to thank Sean's family for accepting Kristin with open arms and accepting Vaughn and I. We've had Christmas dinners, Thanksgiving dinners, Easter dinners. We've all gotten along, and we still all like each other. So that's a major thing when two families blend together. I would like to give Sean's uncle, Kirk, a very special thank you. That was amazing. I'm going to be his agent in case anyone would like to book him for any future weddings. Now to get to Kristin. This is going to be the sappy part. My kryptonite is running low over the years. She gave me a handkerchief yesterday to use with, I can't read out loud because I won't make it. So I made sure that I came prepared. Okay. Kristin has always been my little buddy. From laying under my truck with me, changing oil when she was 3 years old, and riding on my lawn tractor with me, cutting grass, and reading one of her favorite books, Mr. Whisker's Cranberry Christmas. We would read that for 2 weeks before every Christmas came around, and there was a recipe in there for cranberry cookies. Well, we baked them. It seemed like the kids in the book enjoyed them a lot better than they turned out to be. Okay, I was Kristin's Little League softball coach from the time she was old enough to start playing until she was finally old enough to play ball for the high school. Now, that's whenever I found out how tough Kristin was. We were preparing for a game, doing infield practice and everything. She wasn't throwing the ball around as well as she could. And I called her out on it. She said, "Okay, Dad, I'll try harder." It wasn't until after the game that I found out that she'd broken her finger. So the big season for the school started, and Kirk hit on this a little, but for Kristin's first time at bat, she got a hit, worked her way around the bases, came into the score at home plate, slid, her cleat hit the home plate, she busted her ankle. So a couple days later, she had to have surgery. But she has one thing that she can say. She left Burrell High School with a 1,000 batting average. Let me see here. Where am I? I thought I'd have to read this whole thing, but I've gone over it so many times that I think I almost know it. Okay, page 3. Okay, whenever she met Sean, we knew nothing about it. So a few months went by, and she fed us a few crumbs and told us about Sean. But that didn't make my wife happy. She wanted all the details. So the big day came whenever we met Sean. And for those that know Sean, he's a man of few words. So I tried to strike up a conversation. I get a yes here, a no there. And by the end of the evening, we maybe string 2 or 3 words together. So I said, uh-oh. So I asked Kristin, I says, what's with Sean? Is he afraid of us or what? She says, no, he just has to warm up to you. And she told the truth. We're all the way up to 7 or 8 words. But we're getting along well. Every time the Pirates and the Steelers play his 2 favorite teams, St. Louis Cardinals and the Dallas Cowboys, one of us gets a shot whenever they get their home favorite team gets beat. But many times parents have a hard time giving advice to their children. It's, I know, Dad, I don't want to hear it, blah, blah, blah. Well, since they're a captive audience, I'm getting them. Okay. All I wanted to say was that these 2 kids are a very balanced couple. Sean is so calm, cool, collected, nothing that's exciting, nothing gets him excited. Kristin is a little more fiery, a little more stubborn, a little bigger, much of a temper, similar to her mother, which somebody else said that it was like her dad. Their mother. But I would like to tell them something. Everything today is fun and good times. But tomorrow, the rest of your lives start as a married couple. Oh, I don't have to use it yet. Marriage isn't always fun and games. It takes work. There are many decisions you have to make, some life-changing, but most not. But run things by each other. Talk things over. There is always middle ground that will make both of you happy. And another thing, take like 15 or 20 minutes every day, whenever you guys get home from work. Sit out on the porch, Sean with his Mountain Dew, Chrissy with her diet Snapple. Put the dogs out away and just sit and talk with each other. Talk about your day. Talk about what's troubling you. Talk about anything. But spend that time together. It's very important. Whenever you do it for a while, you'll miss when you don't do it. It makes a big difference. I only have one other thing to say. This wedding technically is not over. I never really gave Sean my okay. I was down at Kristin's house one day. She was at work, and Sean and I must have had one of Kristin's honey-do lists to do. And Sean comes up to me when we were finished. He says, you going to be home this evening? I said, yeah, why? What do you need? He says, well, I need to talk to you and your wife. I says, okay, I knew it was up. I go home. I said, hey, Vaughn, Sean's coming up tonight. He wants to talk to us. Oh, what's wrong? Did they have a fight? What's happening? What's that? I says, dear, I think he's going to pop the question. So we're sitting there in our chairs just waiting for Sean to pull in the driveway. He's standing in the driveway, sort of shuffling around a little bit, working up some courage. He comes in, and he starts talking to us, and I love your daughter, blah, blah, blah. All that. I'm not getting into that. So, then I asked all the dad questions. He wasn't working at the time. I said, well, what do you plan? I don't want to, we just moved down here. We don't want you to get a job in Timbuktu and take it away and stuff like that. So he had all the right answers. So then he says, I'd like permission to marry your daughter. There was a white flash before my eyes. I says, that has to be a sign from above. But no, it was Vondell streaking across the living room. Put Sean in a bear hug. Welcome to the family! I've been waiting 30 years for this. So what could I say? I had no vote. So Sean, I might be an hour late, but welcome to the family. I'm not done. So, okay. All I have to say is that I'm sure that I'm speaking for us, and I'm also speaking for Linda. I say that we are proud of both of you, and you can count on us for anything you need. If you need any help for anything, just let us know. I'd like to come finally to the toast. Please raise your glasses. Here is to good health, prosperity, a family, and many years and many years of unending love for each other. Love you, Father.
So you have already heard that Kristin and I have basically been friends since birth. And we always said that because our moms were friends first, we didn't really have a choice in becoming friends. But we have chosen to remain friends all these years, through all of life's ups and downs. And I know that my life has been better and very blessed because she has been a part of it. We dreamed about this day when we were growing up, and I am honored to be here as her friend and bridesmaid. And because I also happen to be a pastor, I've been asked to give the blessing. So let us pray. Gracious Creator, we are thankful for this time to join with Kristin and Sean in celebration and surround them with loving support as they begin this marriage journey together. Bless our food and our fun this evening, and help us to continue to support them in their life together, so that they know they will always be surrounded by a loving community of friends and family as their love continues to grow strong. In your holy name we pray. Amen. Amen.
Good evening. Thank you all for being here. Coming from far and wide. Grandpa. For those of you that I haven't met, my name is Nick Zebely. I'm Sean's brother, younger and taller brother. But I'm honored to be here this evening to be the best man for the best man that I know. Sean is nearly 6 years older than I am. And growing up, I could always look to him for guidance and direction in life. Whether it was the time that he and my sister convinced me that I was an adopted child, or the time that they chased me into a wall, leaving a forehead-sized dent for my mother to find. I could always count on him. As Kirk mentioned in the ceremony, I can even credit Sean for naming me. And a little known fact about the actor who Sean thought was so very cool, named Nick, is that he was spun off into his own episode, his own TV show called The Art of Nick, which lasted a single episode before being canceled. So I can thank him for that too. but I can't thank him for shaping me as the man I am today. Whether it's a love of history, of running, of sports, of duty, of the commitment to do the right thing. I followed you as a child, and I follow you today. And that is why I'm so thrilled today to see him with his beautiful new bride, Kristin. I know that you two will lead a happy and joyous life together, and I look forward to your child named Nicholas as well. So let us raise a glass and toast this lovely new couple, Sean and Kristin. Cheers.
I need a little love from Kristin. Okay, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Annie, and Kristin and I met in college in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. However, we were not friends right away because according to Kristin, I was bitchy and cliquey. Eventually, she came around and I won her over, kind of like I did my husband and everyone else I met as well. I would like to take this opportunity to tell you guys a few stories about the adventures of Annie and Kristin with a few supporting characters. In 2005, a Cancun vacation was suddenly turned upside down by a bitch named Wilma. We started the week off as we usually do while on vacation, drinking our faces off, stealing hammocks off balconies, late night club sandwich fights. Kristin's so drunk, she wet noodled on a tile floor butt naked. A few days in, we were doing body shots, dancing on bars, and the next night we were sleeping on a cot in a high school science room with live Bunsen burners and a Category 5 hurricane outside. At one point, the wind was blowing so hard, we actually had to hold the plywood on the window in so it wouldn't blow over, which Brad and I were willing to do to save our lives. This is my impression of Kristin during this time. Oh, I'm so faint. I haven't eaten anything in days. I'm gonna die. I can't hold on. And this is Brad. Bitch, hold that window up now! Our next adventure occurred during the time. Okay. Our next adventure occurred in Nashville, which is one of her stops while traveling across the country with her PT job. We were doing our usual, drinking, watching live country music, chatting with a group of guys that somehow wanted to approach these two lovely girls. I don't really know what happened. After round of shots, which is, everyone knows, Kristin's favorite, they convinced us to go to a classy establishment. You're welcome. An indoor-outdoor stage with a velvet rope, NASCAR fans, clear heels, led to a fantastic event. Kristin getting a lap dance from a female police officer. Enough said. Anyway, Sean, although I don't know you as well as I do Kristin, I can tell you this. I've never seen her happier ever in her whole life. Except when she was getting motorboated by that female officer. Cheers.
Okay, so, like you heard, Chris and I have known each other for a long time. So I thought I'd let Annie have the fun, and I'd do the emotion. Chris and I have been through a lot over the years, ups and downs like any relationship. So with this wedding, I know they'll be fine. Anything that's thrown at them, they'll be able to handle together. She can do anything. When Kristin left Pittsburgh, it was a sad time. I mean, we've been friends for a long time, and I knew I wouldn't be able to get out here very often. But when I did come out, it was a whole new person. She was happier, she was calmer. It was the person she was meant to be. And seeing her today with Sean, and I've only met Sean a few times, but seeing the change in her and how happy he makes her, I couldn't be happier. I mean, words can't explain, speeches can't explain, jokes can't explain. What's going on here tonight is the best thing. I'm happy to be a part of it, and I do anything to come out here more often and see them grow as a family, have kids. Their dogs are amazing, so hopefully their kids are just as good. They can live in the doghouse if they need to. Like he said, it is air conditioned. So I just want to come up and say, I'm so proud of our friendship. I'm proud of their relationship. I'm just so proud of her. She's grown so much, and she's a beautiful woman, and Sean makes her even better. So raise a glass, toast them to forever and a family that will be beautiful.
Look at the two of you dancing that way, lost in the moment and each other's face. So much in love, you're alone in this place, like there's nobody else in the world. I was enough for her not long ago. I was her number one. She told me so, and she still means the world to me, just so you know. So be careful when you hold my girl. Time changes everything, life must go on. I'm not gonna stand in your way. I loved her first, I held her first, and a place in my heart will always be hers. From the first breath she breathed, when she first smiled at me, I knew the love of a father runs deep. And I prayed that she'd find you someday, but it's still hard to give her away. I loved her first. How could that beautiful woman with you be the same freckle-faced kid that I knew? One that I read all those fairy tales to, and tucked into bed all those nights. And I knew the first time I saw you with her, it was only a matter of time. I loved her first, I held her first, and a place in my heart will always be hers. From the first breath she breathed, when she first smiled at me, I knew the love of a father runs deep. And I prayed that she'd find you someday.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give them a round of applause.
But it's still hard to give her.
And next up, if I could please have mother of the groom, Linda, and Sean to the dance floor for our mother-son dance.
Sunshine
gentlemen, let's give them a round of applause as well.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Here come bad news, talking this and that. Well, give me all you got and don't hold it back. Well, I should probably warn you, I'll be just fine. No offense to you, don't waste your time. Here's why. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Come on.
Question 2, who is the better driver? Well, since you're the better driver, I'm going to assume that you have to control the music. So who controls the music in the car? Okay. Question 4, who spends the most time in the bathroom? Question number 5, who watches the most television? Sean, I have to know, what is your favorite show?
Sports Center.
Sports Center, ESPN, all right. Question 6, of the two of you, who would be most likely to be late for an appointment? You guys are doing really good here. I think you're all like, it's really good. Question 7, who does the most cooking? That's cute. So you guys both share the responsibility. Excellent. Question 8. Who is the least organized? Question number 9. Of the two of you, who could probably do the best Michael Jackson moonwalk? Battle. It's a battle later, guys. We're going to do a battle on that one. Question 10. Which of the two of you is most likely to give in after an argument?
Sean, you cheated on that.
Okay, this is a pretty long question, so pay attention, okay? Question 11. You're both walking down the sidewalk, hand in hand. This handsome couple, good-looking guy, great-looking woman, pass you going the opposite way. Whose head is going to turn around to look back first? Sunglasses. Okay. Question 12. Who is the better kisser?
Highly understood.
I do.
Question 14. Who said I love you first? And our last and final question. Which family has the most troublemakers? Is there something that we don't know?
It's all good. It's good trouble.
It's good trouble, okay.
Good, clean trouble.
Guys, let's give them a round of applause for that. That was awesome.
Try to get right in the middle. There you go.
They were all gentle, you guys. Let's give them a round of applause once again.
Dreams come true.